Hello and welcome to the 2023 Diriyah E-Prix pre-race press conference. Joining us on stage are team representatives Griffiths from Avalanche Andretti, Nicolas Mauduit from Penske, and Sylvain Filippi from Envision Racing. Welcome guys, nice to have you here. First of all, starting with you Roger. With a start like that in Mexico City, a very good one, a dominant one as well, the start of Gen 3 era, that must have given some crucial confidence for the team going into the season.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of us could have dreamt of a better start. I mean, a fairly average performance in pre-practice, but we saw progression through the pre-practice sessions and then, dominating both the group sessions. I remember Andre coming on the radio and we told him he was P1 and was like, where did that come from? So I think he was surprised as we were, and particularly as we come out to the Valencia test and looked disappointed in, we felt that we'd underperformed. We were concerned about where we were to the opposition, particularly the Stellantis powered cars. But I know the engineering team put a tremendous amount of effort into trying to figure out what we should do coming out of the late season between Mexico and sacrifice quite a lot of their Christmas vacations. But no, very dominant performance. I mean, super happy for Porsche Motorsport as well. It was the first races with the Newport partnership, and to get, two cars on the podium, Porsche powertrains in 4th and 7th as well for Antonio, and Andre was really well done from everybody. And I was particularly proud that we were able to do a podium shot with both the Porsche guys and ourselves as well. So it really shows how the collaboration is working. But great start to the season, and we just got to show we're not on one track under now.
Just to follow up on that, the Andretti-Porsche relationship a little bit more. Can you talk to us about how that relationship is working so far? Is it very collaborative and there's a lot of things to learn about this new car?
Yeah, I mean, it was a concept that Carlo Wiggers, who represents Porsche Motorsport, and I came up with from our really first conversations about how we needed to be a four-car team. We could see that this was a direction that had been successful. I think Mercedes and Venturi really demonstrated that previously. And we thought, well, I think more people are going to adopt this approach. I think we have become like a little hungry dog on the heels of Porsche because we're always yapping at and asking for more information, pushing them. We have a very different approach. We are not encumbered by some of the bigger OEM policies and procedures. We are a small independent race team. We can react quite quickly. Even on a business level, there are, with Michael Andretti as the chairman, decisions get made very quickly. And Michael, being an ex-driver, is super competitive, so his spirit that drives us forward. And I think Porsche are now seeing that. They're seeing a different approach to the way we go racing compared to themselves. We obviously have a lot to learn from them. We enjoyed a successful period with BMW. But I think the relationship with Porsche now, it's probably a little bit more aligned to our own way of thinking as well. So it's been really strong from the get-go, but in any relationship it takes time for that to really start to see the fruits of the efforts of everybody. And every time the car runs, we're getting closer and closer to the point now that the Porsche mechanics are in our garage, we're in their garage. It certainly helps that we're next to each other in the pit lane, but so far so good, and couldn't be more pleased with the way things started out in Mexico.
Excellent. So talking about Jay Dennis, his success here in the past with the podium proves that he can fight top positions here, and also with Andre on the podium job in an early season 2019. How confident are you that this track is one that can reward success and consistency?
I mean, you never want to say that we're super confident going into a race weekend with a new car. We've never turned the wheel here. I mean, we've had 2 race wins here. We've had 2 pole positions. You should say that we know this place pretty well, but it's been resurfaced for this event. I think there's an awful lot to learn. I'm sure that people that are disappointed coming out of Mexico have really had their foot flat to the floor trying to catch up. So we anticipate the competition being much closer. I mean, for sure we want to be on the podium, but to have a dominant weekend like we did in Mexico, I think is an unrealistic expectation. But we're still coming here with, an expectation of doing well.
And just moving over to Nicolas before we come to you, so the driver pairing you have at the this year is considered, as much of the paddock, as being one of the strongest. You know, 2 former champions. Does this add any pressure or, let's say, expectation to the team?
I would say yes, completely, but we feel it as well the same. We have the team has exactly the same expectation as both of our champion driver. We would like to be in the front and we would like to win racing and go for the championship. So our expectations are very high overall, and obviously it was not the race results that we hope for in Mexico for this first race. We had some strong pace in the practice session and also strong pace during the race, but we basically missed our qualifying, so we had a lot of analysis and we will look on that, and we are definitely coming in here in Riyadh stronger to fight more in this race.
Just to follow on from that difference in pace between the practice sessions in Mexico and the race, sort of finishing towards the middle of the pack, what caused the difference between the 2 paces there, between practice and the race?
During the race, we're having a good pace as well. So I think we have been able to progress in the pack, not as much as we hoped for, but we have been able to progress within the pack. But yeah, that's true that our main issue was during qualifying.
So Stoffel, reigning champions, had a number of podiums here in the past, but still yet to get that top step in Diriyah. But it's a circuit that drivers often talk about. They like a lot, you know, it's challenging, it's fluid. How's Stoffel and Jeff feeling about this circuit this season?
Yeah, this is a great circuit, and it will be the first city circuit of the season, so that's great, and they both love this track, so it will be very interesting with this new generation of cars to see them running on this track.
And Sylvain, over to you. Now, as a customer team of Jag, with fairly limited time to get up to speed with the new car and a new driver as well with Sebastian, how important was it for you to kind of set up a good precedent in Mexico, get some points on the board and move on from there?
Yeah, it's working?
Sorry, just microphone check for the please.
It's okay, I'll get this one. Or is it me? This one goes off now. I'm back on the other one.
There we go.
Yeah, perfect. Mexico, things considered, was...
Sorry, 1 second, give the mic on again.
Try both. This one, no? This one? Yeah, this one.
This one.
Let's see if that works. So, does it work again? Okay, can you hear me?
Would you like to repeat the question?
We'll try like this. No, it's fine. So, yeah, Mexico was good, all things considered. As you said, the preparation was interesting and complicated. The Gen 3 car is for sure a very complex beast. And you need time and testing and so on to get to understand how it works. And we're still in the early stages of the season, so I think, as Roger said, all the teams are going to improve quickly and develop. But yeah, it was great to be in the points, great for confidence. The race pace was really good. We got caught a bit in the degressive train and then couldn't really overtake, but we had plenty of energy to spare finishing the race. So race pace is looking really strong. But of course here, especially in Diriyah, qualifying is going to be really interesting. Like, it's the fine line between taking enough risk to be up there, but not taking too much risk and be on the back foot for the whole weekend. So for the drivers, it's a really big challenge to find that line more than ever, especially with the new tires as well. So there's a lot of elements for them to master and have a good weekend. So yeah.
So last season, you usually took a podium here in one of the 2 races. What does it take to make sure that you can kind of continue consistency across both races here with a lot of challenges that there are in Diriyah?
Yes, I think there's a lot of track specificity that you can carry, the team has knowledge of, that you can carry from one generation to another, and one race to another. But again, it's a clean slate. Like, the Gen 2 car is so different to the Gen 2 car. some learning will be useful, but there's still a lot to adapt. And then from race 1 to race 2, that's the really interesting one, because again, if you have a team that is agile and reacts quickly, it's all about taking the data from race 1 and applying to race 2. Everyone does it, but some people are better than others. So historically we've been quite good, especially on race 2 sometimes, and we've been on the podium here often. But as Roger said, the Gen 2 car here is going to be a huge challenge. So we need to build up to the weekend, build confidence, and hopefully deliver what it matters.
So, of course, as well as the new car, the new driver for you season with Sebastian Remy, how is he settling into the team first of all, and what are you harnessing from his experience, vast experience? I think he's 100th race tomorrow here. How are you utilising that?
Yes, it's great. He's loving the team. I think he's loving the car. He's really happy to be able to fight at the front and have a really efficient car and really be competitive. He's very hungry, like they all are, but you need to ask him. I think he feels like he wants to show that he's still around, he can do it, he just needs tools to do it. So it's our job to deliver him a car that he can use, but with very limited testing, he arrived in Mexico and was 15 minutes good in qualifying without trying too much to some extent. It's what's so exciting. So I'm just lucky to have him. And of course, as we all know, Seb is a very, very talented technical person. So he's actually very useful in the early stages of developing the car, where there is so much to learn. His technical feedback is one of the best. So we are very, very positive. We're super happy to have him on board, and we hope we deliver him a great car so he can be on the podium very soon.
Just see if any questions on the floor before we